Sadashivasamarambha Shankaracharya-madhyama Asmadacharya-paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. I welcome you all with my love and respects. In the series of Siddha tradition, today, Siddhas and their Siddhis. Today I wanted to give the names of the main Siddhas and invoke their presence. I can see just the second day of Siddhas entered into our sangha, what all is happening. Yesterday's energization was till today one of the best energy expression happened in the planet Earth. Understand? Of course, it's the best energy circus done by me. The energy game done by me. Visibly, so visibly, energy expressing without becoming matter, happening first time. Please understand. Yesterday the visibility to the frequency to which I brought the energy, see, energy is basically nirvana sarira. The visibility with which it came down to the stula sarira, usually it will become a material, matter. But without getting that, converting into matter, that frequency, that intense energy expressing as energy itself is the greatest game or miracle, at least in my public life, 10 years of public life, first time. Yesterday was the strongest energy expression. So visibly, if you come inside that breathing space, you can touch and feel the God in the air. More than 90% of the people I did not even touch. I was only playing. Maybe in the end, for their satisfaction, I touched. Around 80% of the people had the healing initiation without me touching them. By the time they entered that space, and like a drill bit, tuck, the Anandagandha opened. Then I said, all right, for his satisfaction, I will bless him, and gave the stick. Great. Just 3 days before, this is fourth day I think, I am speaking on Siddhas. Yes. Or third day. Third day. Within 2 days of Siddhas entering into our sangha, their presence is doing so much. I don't know what all is going to happen. But one thing, everything will be auspicious. And later on I realized the seat in which I was sitting, all the Siddhas are carved. Please understand. All the Siddhas are carved. I know I told them to carve all the Siddhas. Forgot. Yesterday I saw, oh God, they are already there. And they wanted to reduce the height, so they changed the seat. But I did not reduce. Only they know why the seat was changed. All the great Siddhas Murtis are there, carved, with their trees, the trees connected to them. ஆதிகாலத்தில் தில்லை திருமூலர் அழகுமலை ராமதேவர் அனந்தசயன கும்பமுனி திருப்பதி கொங்கணவர் கமலமுனி ஆரூர் சோதியரங்க சட்டமுனி கருவை கருவூரார் சுந்தரானந்தர் கூடல் சொல்லும் எட்டுக்குடியில் வான்மீகரொடு நற்றாள் காசி நந்திதேவர் பாதி அரிச்சங்கரன் கோவில் பாம்பாட்டி பழனிமலை போகாநாதர் திருப்பரங்குன்றமதில் மச்சமுனி பதஞ்சலி ராமேஸ்வரம் சோதி வைத்தீஸ்வரன் கோவில் பேரையூர் கோரக்கர் மாயூரங்குதம்பர் திருவருணையூர் இடைக்காடர் சமாதியிர் சேர்ந்தனரமை காக்கவே. Actually, this verse is the invocation of all the great masters, Siddhas. I bow down to all of them to be here, radiating their presence and blessing all of us. This is the verse describing the major Siddhas. Of course, you can't describe all the names of the Siddhas. They are millions. At least millions, I can say. At least million Siddhas lived in planet Earth in Kaveri civilization. In the Vedic civilization, two traditions evolved. One Rishi Sampradaya and Sannyas Sampradaya. Married and unmarried. Married are Rishis, unmarried Sannyas Sampradaya. In Kaveri civilization, only one Sampradaya evolved, that is a Siddha Sampradaya. Siddhas were, some Siddhas were married, some were unmarried. But the Siddha Sampradaya is the only Sampradaya evolved in Kaveri civilization. Of course. Again, the Siddha Sampradaya is from Vedic tradition. It is not something separate. The Rishis and masters came from the Ganges civilization and settled in Kaveri civilization, have become the source of Siddha Sampradaya. As far as the story goes, the Shiva and Parvati's marriage was happening in the Kailash and whole universe gathered. Because whole universe gathered, a weight, the Kailash started dipping or going inside. So Shiva saw, oh God, what is happening? So somebody has to go to the south to balance. Please understand, it's not a story. There is a historical evidences that there was a huge tsunami and the Himalayas was sinking. And just few days before I was doing research, before speaking, and I don't know whether coincidence or how to match, the tsunami in which Himalayas was sinking or the huge water wave, huge water body started swallowing Himalayas, that period and the Agastya's period is matching. Both are matching. So there is something historically also verifying. Then Shiva feels somebody has to go to south to balance, stop the sinking. Then he chooses Agastya. He says, you go to the south and be in the exact Karnataka, Kudagu. It's called Kudagu Desam. The Coorg. Kudagu is called Coorg. Go and be in Coorg. This is the Western Ghats. Go and be in the Coorg. And so that the Bharatavarsha can be balanced, the disaster can be avoided. So Agastya comes here starts his penance, then immediately it gets balanced. The Bharatavarsha gets balanced, and there are some more references. There are huge animals which lives only inside the ocean. Their skeletons are found on Himalayas, in the glaciers of Himalayas. Means it went inside the ocean and came out. So Agastya, when he came to Kur, it got balanced. Agastya, single guy, is able to balance the whole Bharatavarsha. And from Agastya married a tribal girl called Lopamudra. And you'll be surprised, still in the Kurg language they have that word. That word is from Kurg language. The word has no, that name has no direct meaning in Sanskrit or in Tamil. Only in the Kurg tribal language they have that word. And Lopamudra, he married the tribal girl and started Siddha civilization. Siddha civilization. And it's from Agastya, the Siddha civilization starts. Then Shiva sends Subramanya to teach more things about Siddha tradition to Agastya. Actually, the story continues. Agastya begs Shiva, "Oh Lord, I did not get to see your marriage because I was sent here on duty. So, please show me the darshan of your marriage." Then Shiva appears here and enacts the whole marriage scene once more. Just for Agastya, the whole marriage scene was enacted in Kaveri civilization, Kaveri area, for the sake of Agastya. After the marriage scene was enacted, Agastya's desire was fulfilled. Then Subramanya was born here. Shiva gives birth to Subramanya from his third eye, and Subramanya was born here. And Subramanya teaches the more and more deeper and deeper secrets of Siddha tradition to Agastya. So, in a way, Agastya is the Adi Guru for Siddha Sampradaya, and Subramanya is the Lord of Siddha Sampradaya. Of course, the whole thing originates from Shiva, Mahadeva. So, this is the way the Siddha civilization evolves from Agastya. Hundreds of disciples, Bogar, different rishis, munis, and exactly it is matching. It is from Agastya the Natha Sampradaya came out, and exactly the Chunchanagiri Kshetra where Koraknatha, Maschendranatha lived is here. It's Chunchanagiri, that is the place where the Koraknatha and Maschendranatha, Navanatha Siddhas lived, and still they are Natha Sampradayas. So the Bhairava worship and Natha Sampradaya still alive. So all the references of Agastya's life is still alive. And same way, only in this Kurg area, in this Karnataka Desa, the word Siddha and Siddheshwara, Siddhanatha and all is used lot. So it's from here Siddha Sampradaya evolved and spread all over the Kaveri civilization. Of course, it has spread all over the Kaveri civilization. And later on, all the recordings are done in a language, Old Tamil, which is a mother for all the South Indian languages. It is, you see, even the present Tamil is not the original Tamil in which the Siddhas songs are written. Now, whatever I read out, I know for sure 90% of the Tamil brahmacharis will not understand. Not 90, I can say 100%. Now, whatever I read out, just like non-Tamilians, how they are unaware and ignorant, equally Tamilians are unaware and ignorant. They can't understand. So the language in which it is written, it is not what we call as Tamil, it is the original Tamil, which is mother of all South Indian languages. So, in a way, this whole thing evolved in this Kaveri civilization. And the extraordinary feats they performed. Another one important thing you should know. The subject for the satsang is Siddhas and their Siddhis. In a way, I am proud the Siddhas exhibited great Siddhis. One corner, I really feel bad. What they expressed is such a reproducible, clear science. Just because it is not recorded properly and transmitted, it has become something extraordinary. It's like if there is a tsunami and suddenly all radios and TVs are washed away. Only one person has one radio and one TV. Naturally he will become a Siddha. Because he has some box which shows pictures, some box which talks continuously. So, it is a rarity which suddenly makes the TV and radio as miracle. Same way, whatever Siddhas were doing is a science, a clear, recorded, authentic science. I am so happy they were able to do those extraordinary things. But I feel bad that it did not get properly transmitted generation after generation. Everybody was asking me, why all these great secrets of Siddha tradition did not become popular? The only answer is just people did not pay respect to it. The description of library in Tanjore and in Kanchipuram was so amazing. Please understand, the description of that library, they say it's almost like a 70 square mile area was used to preserve those palm leaves. It's like they wanted a special kind of a weather. So they picked up a right place where that special breeze is there, and those palm leaves does not become old and get eaten by the termites. So kind of a special weather they require. Neither it should be completely hot, nor it should be completely weather with water. It has to be very right weather so that the palm leaves age is maintained. And not only that, we had many systems, not only palm leaves, we had copper plates in which the inscriptions are maintained, and gold plates in which the inscriptions are made and maintained, and stone, of course, in which inscriptions are made and maintained, and clay slabs. There were special clay. The Kaveri clay was taken just like a Ganga clay. They collect the Kaveri clay and special stone slabs are made. The clay slabs are made and that inscriptions are made. Then they are burnt and preserved in different way. So much was created, except little bit available in stone inscriptions. Unfortunately, 90% got lost. But whatever is available from stone inscriptions, many of these songs which I am reading out to you all and which I will be working on are collected from the stone inscriptions. Fortunately, our masters had one intelligent thing. They have done one intelligent thing. All the asanas, if you go to Arunachala temple, all the major 900 asanas are carved in stone. Even the mandapam in which Raghupati Yogi used to teach me yoga, in that mandapam you will see at least 200 asanas are carved in the stone itself. So it cannot be lost. And each temple preserved one set, and same way in the Madurai temple, Meenakshi temple also. Madurai temple is a great Siddha Samadhi. Shiva himself came down as Chokkanada Siddha. And his Samadhi is the Madurai temple. You can see just next to the Garbha Mandir, the Siddha's Murti will be there. The path through which, the cave through which his body was taken and installed below the deity after he left the body, Jiva Samadhi. All the revelations by him and Meenakshi. Meenakshi was a great Siddha. She was a great Siddha, adept in Siddha, and still there are enough records. She used to give medicine every day morning. She will sit in the court. Our court is not only conducting the official administration of the country, our court was a hospital. People used to come and she will give medicines and herbs. She was a adept in Siddha tradition. And fortunately, whatever was made available by Chokkanada Siddhar and Meenakshi got carved in Madurai temple, and whatever was available by Karuvurar got carved in Tanjore temple, whatever was made available by the Bogar got carved in Palani Hills itself. Palani Hill is one of the rare special hill. The Bogar delivered so much. He's something like 7,000 verses he wrote. He did not have place in the temple wall to inscribe. On the hill itself he started carving. And in the Palani Hill, any corner you go, you will see some Siddha songs carved in stone in the old Tamil. But still there are people to translate that Tamil into this Tamil, the present Tamil. So a lot of things are carved on the hill itself. In those days the Palani whole hill was used like a R&D laboratory for Siddha tradition. At a particular place they will grow a particular Siddha herb, and all the quality and anything related to that herb will be carved in that stone itself. So like that they had 300 spots in Palani Hill. So 300 different herbs were grown. It was used like a nursery, an herbal garden and processing place. It was completely R&D place for Siddha tradition. And same way, Tiruvannamalai was used as a Vedanta Siddha. You see, Palani was used more for health related Siddha. Tiruvannamalai was used more for giving the spiritual experience through Siddha herbs and awakening the non-mechanical parts of the brain through Siddha herbs. So that kind of Siddha medicines were grown, and that level R&D was done in Arunachala by Arunagiri Yogeshwara. So Palani, they allotted for Siddha medicines, Siddha related to curing the body, healing the body. Arunachala they allotted to Siddha related to giving the experience of awakening of non-mechanical parts of the brain through the herbs and different processes. So each place was allotted for different R&D, and it was a huge university. I can say it was a huge university. So again, I give on behalf of all these great Siddhas, I give promise to the humanity, I will revive exactly and have campuses and universities in those very places on the Siddha tradition. We will have a campus in Arunachala working only on the herbs which can awaken the non-mechanical parts of the brain for human beings on Siddha line. And same way, we will have a campus in Palani. In Palani, we will have a campus just working on the medicine of Siddha tradition. We will revive and we will dedicate enough of resource, human resource and economical resource, and put intelligence and awaken these traditions, these things in those places. We will be able to do reviving this great tradition and gifting it to the world, offering it to the world, will be one of the great contribution. In the name of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, we will have a campus in Arunachala, which revives Vedanta-based Siddha tradition. Vedanta-based means, when I say Vedanta-based, giving spiritual awakening, spiritual experiences. As Patanjali says, Mani, Mantra, Aushadha, all three were used in our tradition to give inner awakening and to cure diseases. Mani, Mantra, Aushadha. Mani means the eternal truths. Please understand. Eternal truths are not only used to give spiritual experience, they were used to cure diseases in our tradition. Patanjali says very clearly. And mantra means techniques. Techniques were not only used in our tradition for awakening the non-mechanical parts of the brain or spiritual experience. They were used even for physical healing. And aushadha, medicines were not only used for curing the body, they were used to awaken the non-mechanical parts of the brain. All three were used for all three purposes in our Vedic tradition. So, we will have a campus in Tiruvannamalai just to work on Siddha herbs, doing R&D and growing, developing, reproducing, branding and retailing to the world medicines which awakens non-mechanical parts of the brain. Only on that line we will have a campus. And we will have a campus in Palani working on Siddha tradition, mainly curing the body, healing the body. And we will revive all these great masters' truths and signs of their Siddhis. When I remember the Siddhas, Siddhis, I can classify them. I can classify them in 5 categories. The energy expressed in Annamaya Kosha, physical layer. That is what is like a materializing, teleporting, or disappearing and appearing in another one place. This kind of place. This is Annamaya Kosha. The second level, Siddhis, related to Pranamaya Kosha. See, the Pranamaya Kosha related Siddhis are, they can play with air, the prana. They can cure a whole country from a disease. Please understand. They were not just curing one by one, giving medicine. Sometimes some peculiar diseases, when it spreads like a wildfire, the contagious diseases, the disease break out. Nothing. They will not go to every person and give medicine. They will go and sit and breathe the air. That's all. We have enough records. Just breathe the air and disease will disappear. Curing the whole village, our masters were able to do. Actually, this neem tree, neem and sandal, these 2 trees were used for the curing forever. Please understand. Curing the whole air. For example, if a Siddha wanted to cure particular disease in that whole village, he will plant 100 neem trees around in a particular way. And he will plant the neem trees and sandal trees and breathe kind of a air. All those neem trees will catch his energy, his miracle power. They will go on be radiating. In 10 days the disease will disappear. The neems were used as a healing battery centers. Please understand. Neem and sandal does not cure just one disease. It cures any disease if you just program it. If you take a neem leaf and breathe into it a special energy, it heals that disease. I have seen a Siddha who has only one medicine, that is neem leaves. You'll be sitting under the neem tree, and many times the fallen, the ripe neem leaves, it will become yellowish, ripe neem leaf. He will take the neem leaf and give, that's all. Any disease, that's the only medicine. I used to wonder, how can that be? Because neem leaf can be programmed, neem tree can be programmed. There are some things which can be programmed. Sandal fragrance can be programmed. Sandal tree, if you just program it, that will go on radiating that kind of a healing, and that leaf will do that job into your body. Please understand, there are some medicines can be programmed in Siddha tradition. It's a common medicine. For any disease they will use the same thing, but they will program it. Those programmable medicines are this neem tree and the sandal tree. So first level miracle, Annamaya Kosha. Second level Siddhis, Pranamaya Kosha. Just through breathing, a breeze and air, prana, they will play the game. Third is Manomaya Kosha, miracles. That is what? Awakening non-mechanical parts of the brain. Just through herbs, people, they will be able to put you into a spiritual experience, and you will be there in that ecstasy, joy forever. That is what is third layer Siddhis, third level miracles, Manomaya Kosha miracles, Siddhis. Fourth, the Vijnanamaya Kosha miracles, Vijnanamaya Kosha Siddhis. That is what is in Tamil we call it Kudu Vittu Kudu Baidal. Means entering into different bodies. Understand? The first level of the Kudu Vittu Kudu Baidal, the entering into different bodies, is what I demonstrated yesterday, the medium. Just the few bodies allowed my presence to work. There are some people completely shaken in the mediums, if you see. There are some people who are stable. Understand? There is no difference between the stable and the shaken people. It's actually one and the same. Actually what happens, there are some people who have a strong devotion which has not become biomemory. Biomemory is yet to develop, evolve. There are some people whose biomemory is also evolved. That's why the people whose biomemory is evolved, they are only shaking. The biomemory gets churned. That is why that intense shaking. There are some whose biomemory is yet to evolve, but that does not mean they are not evolved. The very being has evolved. The biomemory takes little time. Actually I tell you, people who don't shake immediately would take little time, and then biomemory gets evolved. In them it's almost like they are being soaked for long time. When they give energization, it will be very strong experience. That's why I was telling. It's like for some people, just one bottle is enough, arak. They'll be reeling. For some people, they can stand 2-3 bottles. Means different kind of a setup, personality. In Tamil we call it Kudu Vittu Kudu Baidal. And I don't know in English how to translate. Grazing another one body through your presence. It's a technology for creating Divya Sariras. Divya Sariras. So, this is the Vijnanamaya Kosha miracles. Finally, please understand, this Vijnanamaya Kosha miracles, bamboo is always used for Vijnanamaya Kosha miracles. First, you have to penetrate and get into a bamboo. That is why the bamboo is used a lot in Vedanta. See, when you wanted to create the Divya Sharira, the disciples, first you have to work with bamboo. Bamboo is the plant which is ready for this Divya Sharira experiment. That is why Shankara first experiments with bamboo. Bamboo stick, danda. Then he enters into Kasi Raja's body. Please understand, from that time only giving bamboo danda, bamboo stick as a danda became a habit. You see, first time when he entered into Kashiraja's body, all the disciples were crying, what we will do without you. Then he enters into bamboo stick and gives one stick to all his disciples and tells them to protect this body, and enters into Kashiraja's body and experiences the world and everything. Then he comes back. Then that after he came back also, the disciples felt that a stick is a sacred and it represents master. So they started carrying. This is the way the bamboo danda being carried started in the Vedantic tradition. So always the danda given to a disciple will be height of the master because it represents master. That's the measurement they will take. The master's height and the master's anya height, there will be one what do you call the parts of the bamboo, the parts of the bamboo, that is where they will tie the flag, and it represents master. The danda represents master. Bamboo is the plate, bamboo is the tree you can use to create Divya Sarira. Actually, when I first had the healing initiation, first thing I did is I came and tried it on our bamboo. Whether I am able to do that, my life energy entering into that, because it was dead bamboo. The whole thing became alive. The whole thing became alive. The whole bamboo became alive. Then I know, wow, now the Divya Sarira process is happening. The Vijnanamaya Kosha process is happening. So, the first medium of me is this bamboo grow. This bamboo grow is my first medium. And that is why from this bamboo grow we take bamboos and give for healing initiation also. So Vijnanamaya Kosha, miracles happen with the bamboo. Bamboo is the plant for Vijnanamaya Kosha miracles. Understand? Annamaya Kosha miracles, thousands of herbs are used. For Pranamaya Kosha miracles, the neem and sandalwood tree is used. And the Manomaya Kosha miracles. The Manomaya Kosha miracle means the awakening of the non-mechanical parts of the brain. For that, usually tamarind is used. Tamarind is programmed. So the tamarind can be programmed, especially the tamarind shell can be programmed. The tamarind shell, if it is taken and processed and given, and even the tamarind, the seed, if it is processed and given, many non-mechanical parts of the brain can be awakened. I wanted to make you understand the non-mechanical parts of the brain awakening. Understand? See, trying to give the experience before you have the experience is what we call awakening of the non-mechanical parts of the brain. For example, if you become enlightened, you will understand the whole world is illusion. It is not the ultimate reality. There is one more reality. You will understand. But before you becoming enlightened, trying to give you the glimpse of that experience so that you have trust over that experience and evolve is what we call awakening non-mechanical parts of the brain. It is like trying to give you the sexual experience without having physical sex. I am giving you the grass example. Grass example. Not having physical experience, but giving you the pleasure or the experience of the physical pleasure in your brain. So that, wow, you will understand, wow, this can do so much, let me start working for it. Same way, if the non-mechanical parts of the brain is awakened in you, then you will experience the same plane of enlightenment before enlightenment, so that now you are inspired to become enlightened. Because for enlightenment you need a conscious decision of your whole body, whole personality has to get integrated and decide, let me become enlightened, let me be awakened. That will not happen immediately. One part of your leg will tell, no, 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 I don't want to get enlightened. Who cares? Get lost. Your hands will tell, no, 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 later on. Now, as on now, let us enjoy all these things later on. Now, what is the urgency? Tamarind, see, the moment I utter the word, you can see, without the tamarind, the experience of tamarind will start happening in you. There is no other medicine or item. See, if I say chili, you will not have the chili experience immediately in the mouth. The ratio is too small, but the tamarind, already in the mouth, saliva is there. Tamarind has that effect. It can create the effect of it without it being inside the body. Tamarind has that effect. And in the tamarind tree, everything is medicine. The tree, leaf, the shell, fruit of the shell, and inside the fruit and the seed, everything. Usually the Siddha doctors will have only 5-6 trees in their house. One is drumstick, another one is tamarind, another one is neem, and this banyan. These are the 5-6 trees they will have in their house, because in these 5-6 trees everything is medicine. Whether they are leaf or branch or fruit or everything is medicine. These 5-6 trees can put together can be called as Sarvaroga Nivaranis for physical healing. They are Sarvaroga Nivaranis. Anyhow, this Manomaya Kosha miracles, tamarind is used as a base material. It is not always for all awakening only tamarind is used. Tamarind is a base material. Base metal is used as a base material, and then you can add lime sometime. They add lime for some special things, and sometimes they add the fresh tobacco leaf without processing. You see, fresh tobacco leaf without processing will not create kick effect in you. It will not damage your body. It's used as medicine. Only after processing it becomes dangerous to the body. The fresh tobacco leaf, immediately if it is taken and used in medicine, of course they use all different things. The last level miracles is Anandamaya Kosha miracles. This is what is directly transmitting the enlightenment experience itself and bolting it in the body through herbs. That happens by banyan tree. Banyan tree is used for that. See, in banyan tree, the north running roots will have a different quality from south running roots. South running roots will have more water in it. See, if you take two roots of a banyan tree, the south running and north running, the south running try to squeeze, you will have water. North running, you will not have water. You will have heat. If you rub the north running on the body, you will have heat in the body. If you rub the south running on the water on the body, you will have the water coming out, oozing out. So the north running and south running, different roots are there. So each root is used for different experiences as a base material. So if you take the banyan and use it as a base, a different Anandamaya Kosha miracles can be performed. Please understand. Annamaya Kosha miracles, Pranamaya Kosha miracles, Manomaya Kosha miracles, Vijnanamaya Kosha miracles, Anandamaya Kosha miracles. These are 5 basic sections of miracles performed using different plants, different things, different medicines, different techniques, different ways. You will be surprised. All the 5 Kosha miracle trees and plants and herbs are available in our campus. That's why I call this as a Siddhavana. We have not planted anything. We have not planted any of them. All of them are there by themselves. We have not planted a single neem tree inside this campus. We have not planted a single sandalwood tree in this campus. We have not planted a single tamarind tree in this campus. We have not planted a single banyan tree in this campus. But all trees are available by themselves in this whole campus. Everything falls in place. Everything falls in place. There are special kind of rocks which can be shaped by stone, by water, by the river water. You see, in Siddha tradition they use stones also. The stones which can be shaped only by a strong rivers like a Ganges, that is one quality stone. The stones which can be washed and shaped by the seasonal rivers, Kaveri and all, of course, even though it is a live river, it's not always flooded. That's one kind of stones. There are special stones which is not available, very rare, stones which can be shaped by the rainwater flow. Rainwater flow. All the stones under our banyan tree are that kind of stones. Very rare stones used in Siddha medicine. Understand? The kalva in which they grind medicine has to be the stone which can be shaped by rainwater. Which is shaped by rainwater. Means the stone is very old. You see, if the rainwater is shaping means the stone has to be too old, because rain is not continuous flow. Too old. So it's a very rare quality stone. The stones under our banyan tree are that quality stones. So maybe the whole place is specially made for each other. And another one important thing, in Siddha tradition, they use mud from the snake hole. See, even now, all the traditional Siddhas will wear the cloth which is colored by the sand of the snake hole. They will collect mud from snake hole and they will mix it in the water and put the white dhoti and color it and wear. If you are a senior disciple, you know, even 5-6 years before I was doing that and wearing. We used to get the snake hole mud. Some old snake holes, we will break and get that mud and sew it nicely and mix with the water, put the cloth and we will use it. Snake hole mud is only used for something called pudam. Pudam means when you want to burn these medicines, you will have to cover that with a snake hole mud and put all the cow dung and everything and burn, so that the medicine inside gets completely processed without getting directly burnt. So this whole ashram mud is a snake hole mud. You will see everywhere snake holes happening. Very fertile mud. Everywhere you will see snake holes. And before we came here, 3,000 snakes were living in this campus. 3,000 snakes. Because the people who donated land for us, they were having a snake farm here. Just 1 year before we came, they took all the snakes out. Not all, 80%. Remaining 20 are still here. Because you can't remove them completely. They said that based on their research, this place is best for snakes to feel happy and live here. They were running a snake farm because this land, this weather, this ground especially, very comfortable for snakes. That's why they were having here the snake farm. So everything is perfectly made for Siddha tradition to grow. It is Siddhavana. I can say this is one more miracle, Siddhi of Siddhas. Let the Siddhas bless us all to achieve and radiate enlightenment. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express and radiate the eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
All that I take, all that I smell,